Hey everyone, welcome back. We're printing up stuff here. We did this time a. This one says it's a like a softball, and I don't know. I've got to test it out still. We'll see how that thing does with getting whacked with a bat. Something tells me wear eye protection on this one. But a neat little print and pretty fun to throw around. We printed up a little rabbit here. Uh, these were ones that a couple kids asked for, so well, why not, right? Overall, still, the Bambu is still doing great, and I enjoy that. I'm really happy with this purchase. Now, this one, the supports did take a little bit to get off there. Went ahead and reprinted another one of the pen holders, and then found out that one of the monitors was just a little too curved to use this thing. Oh well, I have another pen holder. Next one here is a cat bowl. This was a cute and fun little one. It was a quick little knockout. It was just a little bowl that looked like a kitty cat. Now, one of the projects that I did when I first started 3D printing, and one of the first things I printed out was a Cryptex. And we've got that one now. Then we went ahead and printed up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I know this one. So this is the beginning of one that I'm working on currently, and have kind of backburnered it. This is a Hex 3D print. This is a Soul Reaver sword, if you remember the video game Soul Reaver. The only trouble I have with it, see that little plug in the background there? That plug does not work in the print. It fits into the skull attachment, but it doesn't fit into the handle. So I'm probably going to have to do something I've been avoiding like the plague since I first started 3D printing, and that's opening up something like Blender and trying to make a piece that will fit and printing that off. It's frustrating. I don't know. We'll see what I can do with that. Either way, I do like the print itself. I just wish that the piece for the handle actually fit and worked well. So there's the finishing up of the handle. We're going to have a few more bits of the sword here. We started off with a purple. Y'all, I have absolutely torn through the filament this time around. I had 5 refills, and I am on my last spool right now. So tomorrow I'll probably, when the old payday hits, I'll probably go ahead and order another 5 spools and see if I can get that to last. There's the transition to blue. So blue, I was going to print another katana when I got to the blue, so we finished up the Soul Reaver sword pieces. Each of those pieces fits together with those little bars that you saw at the beginning, and they fit together pretty snugly. I didn't need any glue or anything like that. Once they're in, they're in. You have to really yank on it to get it to pop out. Overall, this was a fun print, and one of the things I really like about this Bambu is that I can now print items side by side, which means more printing and less waiting for things to cool. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's first part of the skull. I thought I'd go ahead and give this a try without supports, and that was a mistake. So it wasn't too bad here. It's just when this part coming up happens and the things kind of split out. Once they really start splitting out, right here, yeah, there you go. That looked horrible. I couldn't handle that. And the further you get out on this one on the end here, yeah, look at that. I canceled that print. Here's another katana. I went ahead and got that printed out. These things are fun, so I'll probably print some more as I go. Might even switch out the blades with other ones just to make different colored handles and blades. I don't know. Either way, this total video is going to be about 10 minutes 36 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and let you buckle in for the ride here. Once this one's done, then I think we're getting back to the Soul Reaver sword again. Yep, getting back to Soul Reaver, this time trying it with the tree supports. And it does a little bit better. Not great, not 100% yet. And I'm okay with that. I'll just clip off the little bits where it's kind of stringy, and we'll go from there. So you watch the tree supports getting ready to grab it, grabs it, and it goes, and that's fine. It's this tree support all the way out here though. See, it starts doing the splatter thing way ahead of that tree support. So I'm not sure, I probably just need to make some adjustments on which tree supports I'm doing and how I'm doing them, and that's no biggie. But these skulls did take a while, and they're only a half on each. Thankfully, I was letting that print while I was asleep. There we go. And there's the other half of the skull with the tree supports. All in all, did pretty well. Now I'm trying to think if I got other ones between now and then, or if I'm on the current one after this. I do know that I'm going to end up reprinting the handle here, and hoping, see, the idea was, I saw that it had it busted up into a few different pieces. You had a handle file where it was the full handle and it came with the hole, and then you had a handle in two pieces where you put a little, well, you put one of those connectors in. You'll have to excuse me, it's a little early in the morning, woke up, and this was what I decided to do. So I tried printing the two-piece handle just to see if that worked better, and it unfortunately did not. The problem's still the same. The hole that is in the base of the handle, it is too narrow for that conical shaped plug that's in it. So I'm probably going to have to take that plug file, edit it, and go from there. Either way, if you have a way to deal with that, then I would recommend this print. Otherwise, if you don't want to have to deal with Blender and all the crud that goes with that, then I'd probably avoid this one. It's a nice prop and it's a fun one to do, especially if you're a fan of the old game. Here we go. Now this one took my bamboo to the very limits of its edge there. Almost didn't print. But this is a neat project. This one is a toolbox. It has in the file all the latchy pieces to keep everything together. It's modular in nature, so you can stack one on top of another. The only trouble I've run into so far is if you kind of see that blue at the very bottom, how there's kind of a support looking thing. That's a ledge for everything to fit down into and kind of interconnect. And that support for some reason just doesn't quite keep it straight, but oh well, it still works. I've still got it put together, and it's turning out pretty good so far. Now it also comes with these, see the little indentations there? That's those bow ties, and those bow ties are pretty neat. They just snap right in. It does say to glue them. I haven't done that at this point because once you have all the bow ties in, it's pretty secure, and I haven't run into a need to do it. But I did run into the original designer. I don't know if they were using a P1P or not, but it was definitely outside the range. So I ended up printing. This is the middle part where you can put your organizer trays and all that fun stuff. Definitely going to give this one one of those token deals. Might even boost it twice. There I ran out of filament again, and I'm switching over to the blue. That just happened a lot on this project. Those walls are thick, and which is good. You want that for a toolbox, but it also means you are going to chunk through the filament. Here's the other half of that middle tray. I may go ahead and print one more set of middle trays later. I'm not sure yet. kind of gauging how heavy it is and all that stuff, and we'll go from there. The middle trays are set up with the organization though, which is great because you can put in divider cards. They've got little boxes and all kinds of fun stuff like that. But that's information for next week. I do appreciate anyone who watches this. It's a fun little hobby of mine to do the 3D printing and to slap these videos together. I like gaming just as much, but these, I don't know, they're easy for me to put a video together, and I kind of like what they do, and I'm thankful that Bambu has that camera. So for everyone, we'll see you next time.